We shared the story of 16-year-old Jacob Camus, who died by suicide. And in his honor, the Jacob Camus Memorial Fund will now go towards free mental health awareness workshops, which start actually this weekend. And that includes a private screening of Ezra, a documentary about another teenager who died by suicide. Tonight, I speak to Ezra's mom and the film's director about why it was so important to make this film.
How do you distinguish basic teenage angst, stuff that teenagers are going through, from that?
I just had this dream that was really a nightmare.
The documentary Ezra focuses on the life of Ezra Weidenfeld and his shocking suicide at just 16 years old. It explores the confusion and sadness surrounding why he did it. With such a bright future, he was planning.
Had college plans, travel plans, girlfriend plans. That's one of the most confusing parts about everything.
They say that suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. But it's not really a solution because the pain is still here. You know, the pain is, we all have it now.
Ezra's mom, Shani Epstein, explains that horrific pain left behind for family and friends still comes with so many questions 13 years later.
I don't know what happened, if it was a psychotic break, because Ezra wouldn't kill a bug. So it was shocking.
The movie also shows the loving family and many resources Ezra had to help him with his depression, but the pain was often invisible. Shani has personally struggled as well.
I've lived through really bad depression. I've attempted to take my life. So I know suicide from both sides, and there's nothing to be ashamed about.
She explains when anyone is suffering with severe depression and considering suicide, their brain is dysfunctional in that very moment.
Moshe would say, I think I need to take you to the hospital, because I was really in bad shape. And I was like, oh, no, I don't need to go. Well, that's like asking a drunk person if they can drive. They think they can drive.
So now she's determined to spread awareness in honor of her son.
I think that for people who are severely depressed, and definitely people who are suicidal, need to have safety plans and need to be kept safe during that period. Because your brain isn't working and you act crazy, and that's what happens.
He lied the entire time.
I felt in some crazy ways like I had killed him.
The film also tackles the stigma associated with mental health, as well as the relationship between mental illness and suicide.
We need to stop the shame, the blame, the stigma, because it's costing lives.
And with her own personal experience, she wants to help parents identify the warning signs of suicide, especially with teens who are inherently rebellious, moody, and impulsive.
If I can take from this tragedy and help somebody else, it gives meaning to it. And it gives meaning to Ezra's memory.
It's a long journey. As Moshe says in the film, it's a club that nobody wants to be in, but once you're in the club of survivors of suicide, you need to find a way forward.
Director Walter Schloman knew Ezra and his family personally. He hopes this film creates awareness about mental illness.
The more one is informed and knowledgeable, the greater the chances are that we can help others.
Walter admits he learned a lot about suicide after interviewing Ezra's family, friends, teacher, and therapist.
I want people to understand that when someone takes their life, it's a ripple effect. And really one of the things I've learned is that when you take your life, it's not like you're solving your problems. You're pushing them on to all the people that were close to you.
There were so many people that helped us through this. Without them, I wouldn't be here.
Ultra disturbing piece of this story is that it just keeps happening.
Hillel Academy is hosting the free 3-day mental health seminar this Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and it's open to the public. There will be a private screening of Ezra and a Q&A session afterwards focusing on teen mental health and suicide. If you're interested in going, we've shared a link on our website at abcactionnews.com/rebound. We'll be right back.